Hello folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Callus, and I want to do a little mini-series on this game, Mist Survival. I've had this game for a little while now, about 4 or 5 weeks. However, I'm just now getting around to being able to record it. It will be a little mini-series for now because I do have Empyrean Galactic Survival's Ultimate Iron Man coming up January 2nd, and that is, I'm expecting, is going to take up a lot of my time. So for now, this is just gonna be a mini series to kind of show what the game is about. So that said, we're gonna start a new game. This is in a crafting survival zombie game, a little lighter on the crafting. So far different than some other crafting survival zombie games. 3 years ago, a mysterious thing happened. A mysterious mist covered many parts of the world. Most people got sick and died. Many of those who survived suffered changes. They became ferocious, turning vicious when touched by the fog, seeking fresh meat to feed upon, like other humans. You are one of the very few who is immune to the mist. You survived in a camp with others before it was attacked by creatures unlike any you had seen before. You survived and escaped into the night. A new day dawns. So, this is your tutorial right here. Basic movements are, the WASD commands, pretty much the same as most games. You will always start out at a little lean-to hut thing here. These backpacks increase your inventory slot by usually 2, sometimes 3, and these are some initial starting gear, equipment. Left shift to run, and premise of this game, as we read in the intro, is there is a mist event that happens every day, and during the mist event is when the zombies will appear. There are also bears in the game, which are kind of what I'm looking out for. Right there he is. We're probably gonna die already. Well, maybe not. Looks like we found his bounding box. He can't go past there. Alright, well, we know where he's at now. The bears are spaced out fairly evenly, so he's right there. In fact, he's headed back to, I assume that's the road. There's a cabin down there I would have liked to have got to. Trying to figure out where exactly I'm at in the game. We're not going to be able to get up this cliff here, are we? Nope. But we will pick up sticks. Well, hopefully we can. There's a. Still trying to figure out where exactly in the world I am at the moment. I think I just figured it out. I think this is an abandoned camp. And we're just going to say it is the abandoned camp that it mentioned in the little introduction, the game introduction there. So components are a heavy use crafting item. You definitely want that knife. Food and thirst is strong in this game. We are going to equip that knife down here to number 2. Because we want a hatchet to go into number 1 when we find one. This game you can repair vehicles, not this particular vehicle, but you can repair vehicles and use them for moving around the world. Burn barrel, we can't do anything with that. Ignore that one. Basically, if it highlights, I tend to pick it up. I'm not interested in vehicle parts just yet. I do know where we are at now, and we're right at the edge of the map. So we've got a long way to go. What I want to do is loot as much as I can and then get to safety. Nope. Wrong combination of buttons. Get to safety before the mist event happens. Typically the mist event happens around noon. Turn that off. These brick buildings here. There is a pistol here. So it's not entirely bad we started all the way down here at the end of the map, because I'd have come here anyway. Don't need bottles just yet. You want to head upstairs. This may not be the one with the pistol. It's probably the next building over. But it does have ammunition. This game, to me, very much has a feel of subsistence. And very much a look just like subsistence. Oh, already got that one. Cannot loot the bottom drawer in those cabinets. We are going to put the pistol at number 3. That's fine. We'll get it reloaded with the R button. Grab that electronic. Did I grab the electronic part? More components. Head downstairs. Loot what we can out of here. That was rifle ammunition. Oops, we want that food. More components. Not interested in the sugar at the moment. I will take the bandage. So one aspect of the game that I'm not sure how I feel about just yet. Oh, we need these scrap. Oh, we don't have space. Okay, well, we have to get rid of something. And we'll get rid of those because I almost never use them. Really. So that means our thing is full as well. Well, our inventory. Let's take a look. Anything else? We can get rid of this biofuel, actually. But I guess what this will do is allow me to demonstrate what I was just going to talk about. Is you can pick up certain items and take them with you, which can be completely handy. This is what I'm talking about. I don't know really how I feel about that. I'm gonna come in and loot this last building. Don't care about the bottle. We'll go upstairs. There is no upstairs. Alright. So what I will do is at least take this locker up to that camp up there, where the RV is at, and decide further if I want to continue taking it from there. I'm expecting we should be running into another bear pretty soon, and they typically tend to be about in the same places. So I already tend to, should be one just over that hill there. This would be one of the vehicles that you can repair and eventually drive around. Full on that, or that inventory space is full. I believe we have a handsaw. We do, so I'm not going to bother picking that one up. Now the question is, do we want this bag or do we want that locker? That has 2 rows of storage. How much does this locker have? 3. Okay, so we will continue taking the locker, even though the items that are in it aren't super priority. There's a cabin just over there behind my locker that we are headed to, and there's typically a bear near it, and most typically just on the other side of it. Now we're going to check this car right here first, though. Nothing there. There's sometimes loot in the seats. To repair a vehicle, you have to replace all these parts: the engine, spark plug, battery, 4 wheels and tires, and then give it fuel. This one particularly has 0 fuel in it, but we can get a jerry can collect fuel from vehicles that do have gasoline and then put it in our vehicle of our choice to drive around. What we want to do, there are tools up here that we want to get. See that bear? Usually he's right over here somewhere. Okay, so what we're going to do is, we don't have that weapon right now. We'll unload just a few of these things because we have items inside to loot as well. There is no shift click in the game, so all of this is done manually. Let's see, those will stack. There really aren't any more apples unless you find another beginner crate. We definitely want that hatchet, and we'll put that in number 1. The hatchet, believe it or not, is a surprisingly strong weapon. Stronger than the combat knife. It does more damage. Okay, we've looted those 2 lockers. We are gonna get out of here. Should better pick up this hammer. We can even, if we wanted to, we can take this water barrel. All the water in the ponds and such in the game are dirty, so they are not safe to drink. You have to boil the water. We're going to stick this locker inside this cabinet, and if we want it, we can come back for it later, because I want to keep moving. Damn, that thing did have, a locker did have some components in it that we need. When you see houses, cabins, whatever with this panel on it, you can open it up, click make this your active base, and when you die you will respawn back at the base. Thing is, there is a tax for dying. Whatever you have on your person or back in your base, portions of those will be removed. Let's see, what all do we, what can we do without here? I suppose sticks are easier to come by. Dang, we need the matches. Have to have the matches. Stones are fairly easy to come by. Just take this, take the ammunition, even though it's for a rifle. We don't have the gun for that just yet. I do know a location where there is another backpack to increase our inventory, and we're going to head there basically now. We may be stopping prior to that location and see what else we can find. Looking for bears. But we're not far from where we get a backpack upgrade. Look for more loot. Nothing in the locker. That car always has a can of food and a Coke. But what we want is the next car right there, top of the hill. Still don't know where that other bear is just yet, so we need to keep an eye out for him, at least just to know where he's at. I guess we only got 4 rounds. That kind of sucks. I don't even know that that would be enough to take down a bear. I still don't see the bear yet. It's a little bit bothersome. Alright, so backpack's here. It's always here next to this car. press F. We're gonna have 2 more inventory slots. I typically try to open car doors and leave them open just so I know at a glance that I've already been here. I suppose what we can do is try and make some more inventory room. That way, take that can of food. Anything right in this area? No. There is a bandit camp right there. And the bandits will raid you, counter raid you. If you go into the bandit camp, kill them all, they have hostages, which would be other survivors that you can rescue and take them back to your base and turn them into slaves. Basically, you can have them work for you. Should be kind of heading towards another area that is often has a bear, be it up on top of it. Oh gosh, we are right in this area where the bear is at. They're usually right on top of this hill or right down here in the valley, and I didn't see him in the valley. So we need to be careful here. There he is. Here he comes. There really is no outrunning the bears. But apparently it only takes 2 shots to down them. Now the bear corpse, you can butcher them. You can even butcher the head, the body, meat, fat, hide, and guts. And for whatever reason, the feet's always an option, but doesn't ever have anything in it. Okay, well, that's good. The bear is handled. What I want to do is head up the top of that lookout tower right there, because there is a shotgun in there. Nope, let's not screw that up. Time is noon, so that mist could be happening any moment. And looks to me like it's beginning to get a little foggy. Yes, it is. So the mist is just about to happen. You'll know when it's fully set when the music or the sound changes. But we are full. Let's make space because we need that shotgun. We are. Well, we've got a little bag here we can take with us. So let's put that there. That there. Nope. Find the shotgun. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Okay, now we can do that and that. Well, the mist hasn't started yet. I mean, it looks a bit misty, but it'll get a lot mistier than that. Oh, good. Backpack. I forgot about that. That'll help. Let's get our shotgun down here. Load it with both rounds. The zombies in this game are fast. Come on, pick it up. There they are. They're fast and they are highly tuned into loud noise. Things like gunshots. They will come running. We didn't get, well, I guess we're pretty safe here. I've never seen them come up here. I'm not going to say for sure that they can't or won't. I'm just saying that I've not experienced that. I guess we can still loot. Did we go through these yet? I don't believe so, but must have. So the mist event usually lasts about 2 hours. It's 10 to 1 now, so it probably started at 1:45. One thing you can do, your thirst is down already. These canned fruit will apply to your hunger as well as your thirst. That'll open up a couple of inventory slots, which, let's see, didn't we have another tool? It's just down here in our hotbar, so we want these for sure. And I guess we do that, then we don't have to. Oh. But you can even take this light. Let's see, and then, oh, no room in the inventory, so it just dropped it. That's fine. Anyway, so what I was saying was, like in this particular case, to wait out the mist, we're gonna rest for, let's try 40 minutes. Let's see if that lets it pass. And it did. So that will also work by sleeping. But where we are headed is the house over that way, in the valley. Now that the mist event is over, one thing we really have to worry about is bears. Some of these cabins, like that one right there particularly, do have zombies in them at all times until you kill them. They will respawn a day or two later. I don't know the exact timing on that one. Excuse me. But what we were going to do is get to where we are going to call permanent base, which is probably the same one that everybody else uses as well. No, don't have that in our inventory. Anything that'll stack? Nope. What I'm going to do, just for now, we're going to set this one to be our active base. Certain things like this can be broken down for the parts. This is a chicken coop, actually. You can catch and keep chickens. Do we have space? We do have space. Those metal scraps and those components are probably used most for crafting. Should be another bear somewhere in this area. That white over there, that is the house we're headed to. Can't see much. There's the bear. Right there. Okay, so we know where he's at. We just go around him. Get into this house. What I'm not going to do, I'm not going to set it as my base just yet, because if I happen to die, I won't respawn here. I'll respawn back at that cabin I just set. But what that also means is I won't get taxed for anything I have stored in here. So, all these cupboards are lootable. I'll give you a quick tour. House is pretty empty. I would assume this is supposed to be eventually a closet or maybe downstairs. Basement would be cool. All the rooms are pretty much empty except for this one does have a bed. These are all empty, so eventually what I'll do is turn these into workrooms and bedrooms for the survivors that I rescue. These windows with boards like this, those zombies can break their way in, and it does not take them long. The ones without the boards, they have glass in them, they don't break in these. But there is a way to protect yourself. You can fill these in so that even if they break the boards out, they still can't get in. And time's up for this video, so we'll go over that in the next video, because that is now the next step, is to get ourselves secured in here. So I'm going to call this a video, folks. Thank you for coming, and I hope to see you again on the next one. Remember, if you can't be good, at least be good at it. You all have a good night.